Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Let me explain why you folks that support the show so dutifully and wonderfully and keep us chugging along, why you bonus show subscribers are going to reap the benefits of that loyalty to us as we go forward. We've had a lot of behind-the-scenes discussions about this show, about what is the value added for bonus show subscribers. And one of the things we are going to continuously try to do is give you guys that subscribe to our bonus content first dibs on stuff. Now, that'll be coming up a little later. We'll tell you what we're going to be offering for you today. We got some special merch that
It's like,
is
Mike, when
debuting here.
When you have an American Express card and you can buy Paul McCartney tickets 2 days early. We give
Bingo.
you that opportunity.
Well, I think it's going to be it's going to be special, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it today. So
Yes,
we're going to be doing that. Did anybody after the guilty verdict yesterday? Did anybody win the bet? Did we?
No,
I had
we
next
all
week. Did I have next
Yep.
week?
We all had
pro-
Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon. We all predicted, and I predicted after 4 p.m., so I missed it by a minute.
Well,
so.
I mean, if you miss a little,
You miss a lot.
that's it. Who did you steal that from?
That is from the telethon. It's an Ed
Okay.
McMahonism, and I've
Was
he's
it an
dead.
original Ed McMahonism?
I think we know it can't possibly be an original Ed McMahonism, but he
I
said
get
it.
so much Johnny Carson on my feed, and I didn't realize.
The more
and
you click it, the more you get it.
The more you click, I do. And last night was no exception, where it might have even been this morning. We were up so early with the puppy at about 4:15. 4:15 this morning.
Too
The puppy was up, and based on his behavior, he was rewarded by getting a full breakfast and a chance to shit in the hallway.
Eggs, bacon, and toast.
No, that dog for a puppy, and we haven't have we formally met the live Stubby on the air yet? Have I held his cute little ass up to
I
the
believe
cameras
you
yet?
did.
We
Oh,
did
believe
for
you
the
did.
for the cocktail hour. I don't remember if we did it on a regular
Probably
show.
not. Maybe next
don't
week
think
we can bring him in.
Get
here,
with his
but,
people and see
Little
if we can set
biscuits.
something up.
Right before the door to the O'Mara bedroom, I rewarded Mrs. O'Mara for her wonderful labors of the week by sliding out, making the coffee for the household, and at 4:45, just sitting there and reflecting on how little sleep I actually got.
Don't you
last night.
normally set a timer for your coffee?
Yeah, but that's if I've got the energy at the end of the night after the second period of the Panthers-Rangers game to go in there and do that. It's a process, and it doesn't take long, but sometimes I just don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
So I did it first thing in the morning, and I also did I did a deep dive on the coffee machine, which is a full scrub of the coffee machine.
Oh, you have
which
to
sometimes
descale
I do.
it. You have to descale it.
I don't think I've ever descaled it. And what does that mean? Are there fish scales
No.
in the what the fuck does
I get
descale
the
mean?
scaling warnings on the Keurig all the time. I think it's mineral buildup in the piping, and you have to run some sort of agent through it. I think you can do it with vinegar.
Hi, sure. Yeah, we're going to descale it. Yeah, I got to get around to doing that stuff. Hey, I put in a dishwasher last week, okay? There's only so... Oh, and by the way, kudos to waste management down here in the great state of Florida, specifically the village of Estero, where I reside. And I will say that those wonderful people, on a regular trash day, brought out to the curb, took the whole dishwasher. Took the whole goddamn thing. Normally, in neighborhoods I've lived at previously, you put a little sticker up on it.
You got to wait for
and
big pickup day.
You got to wait for big pickup, and they'll come back.
Yeah.
And sometimes they come back because they want to retrieve scrap metal or something like
What
that.
is
I
your
don't know.
relationship with your waste management? Have you ever tipped them at Christmas time?
I
helps a
usually
lot.
I tip them when I see them, when I'm going to be out there when it's happening. So I tip them once every 6 years, whether they need it or not. I'm out.
I
there,
got a grill taken away. They declined it one Wednesday. That's our trash day, folks, and it was the grill was mostly in pieces, but you can only break down a Weber grill as much as you can, right? So it was still most of the grill. It stayed one Wednesday, but it was amazing. If you tape a $20 bill to it, it disappears the next Wednesday.
Oh, really? So, like, no worry about the honor system or anything like that. You stuck the tape on your $20 bill.
The only worry I would have for someone taking the $20 bill was at WVU, as my son was in classes, so I didn't have to worry about anyone stealing the money.
Do you remember the old Manassas house when we would put stuff on the street and have a pool as to when it would go,
How long it would
like baby
take?
furniture? We would put baby furniture out on the street, and we would go 1,000, 2,000. There it goes. Yeah,
Zoom.
It was
Zoom.
great.
That was, you know what? That house was a hotbed of activity.
I
Not
had
only could you
yard
have a
sales
great,
at that house.
That yard sales were great. The trash
Yep.
pickup game was great. I had my car nearly totaled in front of your house. It was a hotbed of activity.
I
And
will
this
tell
one,
you-
Josh, I had no fault in. It was a parked automobile.
That's right. Rob had his
I understand.
his Chrysler 300, his black Chrysler 300. A hated car or a beloved car for you?
A beloved car.
You
that I
like
was-
that car?
I was asked to sell it.
Now, and didn't you get like a tiny car as a rental or something to replace
No,
it?
Carrie said, you know, what would be fun is the Kia box car. What was it? Was it the Forte? No, not the Forte.
The Soul?
The Soul. Yeah, the Kia Soul.
That
And
was my previous work car before joining here.
A Kia Soul.
A Kia Soul.
And
I went
your,
back
your,
to my-
your review of the Kia
Well,
Soul.
it's always great to pull up to a construction site with the big Ford F-150s and everything, and then park the Kia Soul right in between them on the dirt.
Right between the two $70,000 trucks that are
Exactly.
up there.
The Kia Soul seemed like such a good idea at the time, and it had a lot of nifty things. Like it had mood lighting inside that changed with the music you played. And I thought, that's neat. And mostly this is going to
That
be
sounds
Carrie's
distraction.
car. It's mostly going to be Carrie's car, so it's going to be fine. Well, guess what? It wasn't always Carrie's car.
It's a
because she's-
distraction. It's a distraction that you're basically taking a riding lawnmower to work.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
So I took it to the store shortly after we got it and realized that in the back area, what would be known as the tailgate, I could not fit a case of bottled water. Not the long way, not the other way. I couldn't close it with a case of bottled water.
Wow.
And then we took it on a trip.
That is the best description of lack of trunk space I have ever heard. A
took
case of bottled water.
It didn't
12
fit.
ounces or 16 ounces?
The 12-ounce guys, these guys like this, just Kirkland bottled water.
Yeah, so like a 24-pack.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so then we took it on a road trip where we were going to hit. This is the kids were younger then, and we took a road trip and we did King's Dominion and Busch Gardens and Water Country, which was a mistake. But after a day at Busch Gardens, I remember
Whole
telling
trip
the kids,
might be a mistake in my vernacular.
well, Mike, you know what? In retrospect, it was. But at the time, like the car, it seemed like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we got out of the park, and everyone got in the car, and Carrie started the car by reaching over, and they said, why isn't Dad getting in the car? And I said, because Dad can't bend his legs enough right now to get into the car. I was like locked out. My body wouldn't do it. And so
you couldn't lower your body and make your body small enough to fit into the vehicle.
there was cramping at play. So I took it back to the dealership.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is
Finish
the end of the story. And I said, I'd like to return this car, please. And they took their big bite, and we rolled it into the financing of a Sorrento. But I did accuse them. I said, there's one thing I don't understand. And there's a salesman there that I like very much. I said, one thing I don't understand. He said, what? I said, how do you pull the switch? Because that's not the car I bought. The car in the dealership has lots of room, and it seems fine.
No, you were
and he
just
says,
in
no,
that. You were in the heat of the
same
moment.
car. Yeah.
You were in the heat of the moment. You got excited. It's how they get you. It's how they get you. They want urgency. I will ask this. All right. What type of fuckery in the land of fuckerydom allows the fantastic Uber people to pull up when you order an Uber X?
Yeah.
Which is not an Uber Black, but it is the X, I believe, stands for extra large, where you want a little more room.
Mid-grade, right?
Yeah, it's
And
supposed to be an SUV.
and they pull up in a Corolla. What is what's that about? That's come on.
For
Give me
one
a break
thing,
here.
Mike, Uber people was what Hitler wanted to make. But the Uber, I bet.
You'll find on the bonus shows, Josh, he gets a little wound up. This is all Rob all the time. He'll start talking about the Hindenburg, Adolf Hitler, Hungarian concentration camps, everything. That's what he'll talk about.
Cabbage rolls, everything I love. But I bet Uber is probably not as involved in the sign-up process as they might be.
Okay.
And if, Johnny Uber signs up with a Corolla, he says, yeah, I think this is an X.
I
What
have
if I
had
move
multiple-
my seats all the way up?
But I think
bet.
they need to be more involved because you got to put your license, like a picture of the car comes up
Yeah, and
to show you what to look for.
I have been, and I'm not going to, at that point, I'm not going to cancel because I got 2 minutes before my ride gets there. But I have had multiple occasions.
Where are you Ubering?
When I'm on the road, when I'm in
Okay.
another
All
city,
right.
when I'm somewhere else.
right.
And I have had multiple occasions to get an Uber where the car is not as advertised, which means it should be. I'm not even sure what the criteria is, whether it should be an SUV or it should at least be a sedan that is large enough to fit somebody. And if you've ever gotten
I think
into
they
the back of a
fooled
Corolla,
us. They fooled us with the name Uber X whenever they introduced that
right?
because
right,
it says Uber X is the most popular way to travel with Uber.
right.
It can seat 4 at a more affordable price.
Okay, so that's
it's
bullshit.
not-
Yeah,
so
it's
Uber
Well,
not
X
no,
X.
is
because
not the
there's a
larger.
third seatbelt, Mike. There's a third seatbelt in the back of a Corolla. So they're telling you to put 3 in the back and 1 in the front.
So would it be the Uber XL? That's the step up, right? Is there?
Uber Black, right?
I don't see the Uber Black is like a
Uber
Tahoe
Black-
or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a town car or a big SUV.
That's how they
According
get
to
you.
this website, Mike, Uber X shows full penetration.
There it is. Thank you for that. You know where
Uber
yes.
X is the economy level.
All right.
Uber XL is for more space for groups up to 6.
Okay, that'd be SUV
Yeah, an SUV or a van.
crossover.
And then you go to
Uber X is more resembles your standard taxi.
all right. Well, that
Uber
yeah,
XL
bullshit.
is what
If
you
your
want.
taxi's like a clown car.
Uber Comfort gives you more comfort. And
What is
I don't know
Uber
what that
Comfort?
means.
See,
Your Uber
they're
is
conjuring.
I don't know. It says Uber Comfort should be your go-to.
What should be the comfort?
Uber Comfort should be your go-to if you're after a little more comfort from your Uber ride. The service
Uber
offers
Comfort.
cars that are a step up from Uber X. With
All
this
right.
ride, expect to be picked up in a newer vehicle with adequate legroom.
A newer vehicle.
Is
with
that
adequate
really
legroom.
asking too much? Adequate legroom? That's
Adequate
comfort?
legroom could be a new Corolla.
It could be. But also, don't you think if you're ordering Uber Comfort, you should get
Right.
something more than adequate?
Like a handy? Is that what you want?
Well, no,
if
I
you're
mean,
getting
well,
in
if
there?
they're offering it, that's better than mints.
Well, it could be a bottle of water and a charger,
Uber Comfort.
and maybe a disco ball if you're lucky.
Yeah, it's a welcome to your Kia Soul with a quilt in the back.
Then they've got Uber Black, which is their answer to a professional driver.
Right.
Black SUV is the big
love
Tahoe.
those. Love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. Absolutely love them.
And then that skips past Uber Accessible, Uber Car Seat, Uber Green.
Uber Green, that's like an electric vehicle.
That is a zero emission car.
All right, that's it. I mean, emission, not admission, right?
I think I said emission.
Well, if
Emission,
it's
okay.
zero admission, you
Emission.
couldn't get in. Yeah.
Admission. What's the admission fee on that?
But-
you know
that's,
what?
That's too many Ubers. That's
Well,
too
don't-
many things.
That also leaves out Uber X Share, which
Where
means
you
they'll pick
ride
you
with
up
somebody
and then
else.
someone else up.
Depending on
I
the
would-
city you're in,
Maybe in the city. I've never
that's-
been in a spot to use that.
it's kind of luck of a draw when you're on an airplane. Hello, miss. Going downtown for a Friday night. Hi, how are you? I'm Mike. I'll be flying you tonight. Thank you. Yes.
That's good.
They-
Use Uber Share when you're in Mississippi, Mike. That'll be
They also have Uber Pet, which will let you send your pet from one spot to another. You do not have to ride with your pet.
Right. Well, if I'm on,
So you send your pet by himself?
Yes, you go ahead and put Linus in there and send them to the vet.
and on a Friday when I'm going to have a raucous Friday night, I usually order the Uber Vomit. That's one where plenty of puke bags in the
I
car.
think that's called Lyft.
Yeah,
I remember my niece was a little one, and I was taking her to New York City for a Broadway show in Din Din with my lovely niece, and we got into the back of the Vomit limo. It was horrible. It's horrible. And we were out in Allendale, New Jersey, going into Manhattan, and it was too late to make any arrangement. And it was just like the barf smell the whole way. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. They hadn't bothered with whatever this massive New York limo company was to check the car they were sending out.
Are you sure it was the smell of vomit? Is it possible the driver could have said, "Now in the cooler back there, help yourself to a selection of Parmesan cheese"?
It was so nasty. It was horrible. Now listen. So we've established what the value proposition is for Uber. What the value proposition is for the Mike O'Mara Show, ladies and gentlemen, is that bonus show subscribers have dibs on new products. That's the way we're rolling it. We're rolling out a lot of new products, and we plan to give you guys, more often than not, I'm not going to tell you whether it would always be the case, but in this particular case, we have a brand new product that you get first dibs on, and I'll hold them up right here, and I've got my special camera shot. Let's see how this works, ladies and gentlemen. I rehearsed it earlier today. There we go. Those are the very special Don't Get Happy Society special Mike O'Mara Show playing cards, ladies and gentlemen. They are fantastic. Josh has an actual screenshot of them that are, where you get there they
Mike, this is definitely breaking news.
The Don't Get Happy Society special, the Mike O'Mara Show playing cards. There they are. With, Rob's picture is fine. Mine... I don't know. I look like who's the guy that played King Tut, Rob? Who's
Victor
the guy
Bono?
Victor Bono.
I don't know,
Victor
Mike. You've
Bono
always had
right there.
You've always had issues with clip art of yourself. I remember way back in the day you said this makes me look like Vincent Price.
Vincent Price, or somebody might have said I look like Vincent Price. I think that's.
But I think they're fantastic. And I couldn't be any more invested in them because I am a playing card collector. Look what I have right here on my set. I've got, here, look.
Way to come to rehearsal and prepare.
Well, no.
All right, go ahead.
Look, I've got decks of cards. I love decks of cards. And the fact that these were selected, and Mike, good for you.
Calm down.
These are beautiful cards. These feel good in your hands. These are casino grade for someone who loves to play cards and do stuff with cards and watch like close hand card magicians and things like that. This is the real deal. But it's got me and Mike on the back.
Every single card, ladies and gentlemen, every single card will have our pictures, our lovely pictures on them.
And the beauty of it is they can be up or down. Upside down, right side up, still the same message, just like a pack of perfectly designed playing cards. And it comes with two jokers.
And they're all going to be out of focus, too.
No, they're perfectly in focus. They're perfectly in focus.
All right, so we
Throw
said
some credit, Mike. Who designed them?
Your daughter.
Yes.
And she did a very nice job with these playing cards. Josh,
And
if
who
somebody...
inspired them?
Robert said Mike O'Mara Show cards would be fire.
Because that's what I wanted to ask you. How much was the inspiration?
It was. I'd never thought of it. And he just came up to me clear as day. He said, Dad, what you need to do is make Mike O'Mara Show playing cards. Because he was loving some of our merch. And I said, that's brilliant, son. Great idea.
It falls into the category of what I love, gambling, casino style.
The bad
gambling.
place. Yeah.
And is my shot up? Because I'm holding.
No,
my
you are
picture.
zoomed in on your on
Shot
the
looks
billboard.
beautiful, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
So-
sorry about that.
Just says Mara Show.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Better.
There you are.
There we go. I screwed up my own shot. So, Josh, tell everybody that's listening on the bonus show, they've got a special way of getting the cards today before they become available to the general public. Go ahead.
Right. So if you try today or this weekend, if you go to tmosstore.com, you will not find the playing cards there.
Aha.
They're
So
not
what to
open
do?
to the public. You got to be a bonus show member. But if you go to michaelmarashow.com, click the bonus show tab like you normally do. Right on that page above today's video is a little picture and buy button, so you can buy the cards today.
So you get the first dibs on them, and they are limited supply. We don't buy tons of stuff. We don't keep them handy all the time. We have limited runs of a lot of our products. This is no exception, and they're fantastic. Now, I could say, here they are. Don't they look good? Close-ups. We show you the cards. We fan them out for you like that. Beautiful playing cards. That would be a fine way to demonstrate how cards work. But
Yes.
I continuously watch gambling videos online. Constantly. Gambling. And I said, no better way to really show how playing cards work than to have a hi Rob.
That was beautiful.
Than to have a legitimate blackjack tournament between Rob and myself. Now, we're not going to be myself.
So Mike,
there's our dealer. That's
welcome.
Josh Soroka, our dealer. He's going to shuffle the cards right now. Single deck, blackjack.
Yep. Mike, welcome to the Tangiers.
Rob,
Yes.
are you able? I asked you to keep the total of the scores here as far as like when we're playing. Can you keep the running total? How do you want to do this? And
I would say
we're not going to be
$100
betting
a hand.
We're not betting money. We're not betting money, but we are betting to see who's going to win, you or me, or
Right.
or in Josh's case, the dealer. You're the card guy. You set this up.
Okay,
We've got the table ready. We've got my picture, your picture. We've got Josh the dealer, who's above his little blackjack table. There are the hands
I get
right
to show
there.
off my hands.
His 6'4" fingers. There they
Nice
are.
hand model into
There
that.
is a small portion of our audience that is going crazy right now. Tune into our next bonus show when Josh applies lotion.
How do you know how to lay these little games? How do you want to
let's
make
do it
this
this way.
competitive?
We're all going to start with $200 fake
No.
dollars.
No.
All right,
No,
he
listen
is
to
the
me.
dealer.
Hold on.
He is the dealer.
How about we
Yeah.
just do if you beat the dealer, it's a point.
That's a nice, simple way to do it.
So
That's a
you're
nice,
not going to
simple way.
double down? You're not going to split?
No, because
there's no
we're
betting.
not. We're not. It's too complex.
Rules
we're
are
going
in
for
place
who
to
has
make
the
the
most.
game more fun, but all right, I'll
No,
keep
no.
score.
I think that as we progress, this is the initial run here of doing the gambling on the show. This
He's
is
not
the
a bad
best.
shuffler. Can you do the
This
bridge?
is like
No,
this
I
is like-
cannot do the bridge. That's why I pull my hands out of the shot every time because I suck at shuffling.
This is. You'll find Josh
but
with Mr.
every day
Spiewak.
you're shuffling. Yeah.
All right, quiet mouth. You will find that Mr. Spiewak tends to like to add complexity to anything regarding gaming.
Do you call complexity playing the game as it is played?
I call complexity when we're trying to do it based on points, and you want to do dollar values, which is fictitious anyway,
right,
because you're
what
not
if
going
we-
to put up $100. You wouldn't put up $100 if both of your kids were kidnapped. You're not going to do it in a.
I've done it. I've gotten in a situation. But how about this? What if we give forward everybody 200
Hold it.
points?
Is this the
Just
next cocktail hour and you bet
stop.
by super chats?
You keep saying everybody. Mr. Soroka is the house, Rob. He is
Exactly,
not.
and the house will be afforded 200 points as well. So
No.
when we lose,
No.
So complicated.
No, I'm never asking you to do games again. I'm not. This is
Okay,
going to be
first off,
you.
that's a
I am.
lie.
I am
It's a
competing.
lie.
I am competing. Will you calm down, please? I'm competing against you.
All
that
right.
was the whole way when we had meetings that most people remembered. That's the way we were going to do it. And now
All
you're
right.
saying Josh is simply dealing the cards like at a casino.
Okay.
You and I are competing for who wins the most hands.
all right.
That's how it is. So keep score at home. As a matter of fact,
And if you're listening to the bonus show, I suggest
Yes.
this is a good week to check out the video.
this is
Yeah.
a great
Oh, it's a
video.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, if you're bitching about the fact that you like it audio only, lick my Irish bag. This is, we are putting efforts forward to make a nice little presentation for you. So
Yes.
I'm getting a piece of paper out.
Are you going to keep score as well?
No, you will not need. You just run the total of the. You know, when a dealer, when you and I play blackjack together, and I love the dealers that call out
Your numbers,
the running
yeah.
score, your numbers, your totals. That's all I need you to do during the game. I will
Got it.
write down, and I'm going to put a Rob up, and I'm going to put a Mike up, and I will keep a running total of who has the most points. And
Alrighty.
we'll play a few hands and see how we do. Now, you can double without putting chips up. If you want to split, you can do that. If it results in more, and it can result in more points. So, for example, if I have a 20,
Yes.
why are you laughing?
No, so you can
Because this
split
is-
and get 2 points instead of 1.
Right,
This is
exactly.
essentially what I said. It's just
No, it
taking
isn't.
The betting
No,
out of it.
you were talking about Josh, and he starts with that many points. That's what you essentially said. That's
All right.
what you did.
All right.
Did you not say that?
I did, but what you've done is
Thank you.
of making
I rest
it,
my case. Thank
instead
you.
of making it a bet, you're just making it points. Other than that, it's the same.
No, because with a bet, you could vary the amount of money that you put down.
Right.
All
In
right.
this, you can't lose points. Worst
Okay.
time you walk away from the hand with 0. Your points go up each hand.
Okay.
So,
all right.
if you split and you lose the point.
Okay.
If you double down, you double the point, and that's how it works.
Does
and you say,
blackjack
"I want to."
pay 1.5? So 1.5 points if you get a blackjack?
And no
I
insurance.
am so fucking mad at you right now.
No,
I swear to
mad
God.
at me.
I am so fucking mad at you right now. I just want to start playing, and you
Okay,
are
then
dicking
let's
around.
play.
This is what you do with it. You did this with poker, but like fuck the hippo or whatever game you wanted to play before. That was years ago when you messed up. What did Don and I always want you to do? Keep it simple.
All right.
You can't. You're not. Your brain doesn't allow you to do it. You don't. You want to make it more complex than it needs to be, and that's why you designed every game you've ever designed is against the listener. And I don't want you. I want it to be more
Okay, well,
friendly.
Mike, there is that. But
That-
I want
yes.
us to win. I want us to win.
All right, Josh. Let me just
I'm ready
say this.
for the deal.
All right.
All right, hold
focus
on.
the-
I know it's a good idea to sell the cards, but I think really it's bugging me that the package of cards is on the table. I would like that to.
Oh, I purposely put that because this is
I
what
know.
we're selling.
Well, here's what you should do: put it between the pictures. Put it up
All right.
between the pictures. There you go. There it is. There. See, that's it.
Is the
There.
lid going to bother you?
Yeah, it does.
Let's close the flap.
There you go. Look at that.
Anything worth doing is worth doing right, Josh.
There you go. All right, so Rob,
Yes.
do we get it now? How we're going to do it? Is it too simple for you, or are you going to be able to handle this?
I think I can handle it, Mike, because I'm
All
a
right.
good guy.
No, you're not. All right, here we go.
right.
I've got Mike and Rob, and I will.
All right.
I will do my best to keep a total.
And right now,
of,
Mike's on the left, Rob's on the right. So Mike, if you're listening, Mike gets his cards first.
Right.
and we'll go. We'll
All right.
try to go.
Right.
Yep, and we're going to try to line them up.
Okay.
I think I'll put some circles here next week when we do it.
Excellent.
Very good. That'll
All
be.
right.
He's into it too. That's good.
Well, I want to make it right.
I like
All
it.
right, here we go.
All right.
And I
Mike.
didn't take out the jokers.
That's perfect.
Hey,
That's
the set,
perfect.
The set comes with jokers.
Of course, because it's a real set of
It's a real
cards.
set. So there
It's
you
a
go.
real set of cards.
Actually, what if, Mike, and I'm not trying to make you mad, if the Joker stayed in his wild cards and you could say that's a 21 of
I'm gonna
hearts.
reach through the camera and stab you with
That
that.
joker is across the office right now.
Okay, good,
So-
good. All right.
All right, here we
We'll
go.
see if you get another.
Okay, Mike's card.
All right.
Mike pulls a 2.
Great.
2 of hearts. And you got
Rob
a
with an ace,
ace.
Oh man, Rob looking good so far. What's the dealer got?
and the dealer gets
No,
down.
dealer's down for the first.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Mike has a
Ready?
2 and an ace. 3 or
3
13.
or 13. Yep. All right.
I have a blackjack.
You fuck.
Dealer shows 7.
All right, so that's
Mike.
a point for Rob.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike,
and I
you
guess
have
I'm
a 3
playing
or 13.
against. I'm playing against Rob. No, I'm playing.
No, you're
against the
playing
dealer.
against me.
The dealer,
The
right.
dealer.
So it's a 7 showing a set 3, 13. I'll take a hit, please.
Okay, that is 12 or 22.
I have to take a
Yes,
card.
12.
Please don't give me a face card.
So with the
I'll take
9
it.
and
yeah,
that is a 22.
Yeah, there it
And
is.
Mike
Okay,
busts.
0
That's
for
right.
me.
All
I
right.
bust.
The
Let's
dealer
see.
has to play his out 17. He
17.
stays. King
Okay,
and 7.
Rob
So
with a
good.
point.
Yep.
Rob with a point, and
This
I'm ready
game
for
is
the next
easy.
round.
All right, we shuffle in each hand because
No,
we're
no.
only a single deck, right?
No, you can usually play 3 or 4 hands on one deck if you're playing single deck blackjack.
All right. More
They
chance of
have
getting
it
that
at
joker.
the what was the place
Oh,
we
the
stayed in
Joker's
Vegas?
still in the hand.
There's still one joker in there.
Hey,
I
hold
love
on.
it.
Hold on. All right, I'll do a Rob here. I'll do an audible. Rob,
Yes.
would you be amenable to whoever gets the Joker? And
Yeah.
obviously, it doesn't apply to Josh.
Right.
Oh, if Josh gets Josh, if you get the Joker, you slide it back into the deck. There's one Joker
Okay.
in the deck right now. If Rob or I get the Joker, it's an automatic 10 points.
I love it.
All right, so right
100%,
now,
yes.
Rob's got 1 point. Mike's
Right.
got 0.
Right.
Very good. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right,
All right.
here we go.
He's dealing. Mike, 9 of hearts.
Better than last time.
Rob with 7 of spades. Dealer card down. Mike, 9 of hearts and 8 of clubs, 17. Rob, 7 and 4,
11.
And the dealer's up card is The Joker.
Put it back in the.
You know what he is? Lucky Dan. He is the lucky guy.
There's 52 cards, or I guess 54, and it happened to get those two right away.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so I got 3.
3. Dealer shows 3. Mike, you have 17.
I'll
showing
stay.
against 3. Mike stays on 17. I'll double, please. 1 card. And that's 20.
20.
So I pull a 9. Dealer
get
showing 3.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
All right,
And
13.
13.
18.
18. That's
that
enough to
means-
beat Mike.
That's
Rob.
enough. Yeah,
Rob has
so
a
that's-
total of 3.
Right. 2 points for me.
Yep.
I'm
Mike-
just watching.
That Joker is still in the deck.
This is, by the way,
Yeah, Joker's still in there.
this
Rob's
is
got
very
2.
similar to my experience in a real casino. Yeah.
Except I'm not there pissing you off.
This is a great bonus show.
You know,
I'm
I've
so
gone
happy
on,
right now.
I've gone
I'm
on 2 cruises in the past 2 years.
Yes.
And I've won the blackjack tournament on both boats.
Well, I'm very happy
So
for you.
I've
You're the
I've
dealer
walked away
here.
with $500 each.
That's very exciting. I thank
If
you
you
for
win a
sharing
third
that
one,
story.
you get to keep the boat. Mike gets a 5 of diamonds, king of hearts for Rob, down for the
rectum,
dealer.
rectum, rectum, rectum.
Oh, you're going to do great here. Watch this. Mike showing 9. Rob showing 18. Dealer shows 10.
I'll
Mike,
take a
9
hit.
to you.
I'll take a
Hit
hit.
to 9 is 11. Another hit.
I'm gonna double on that. Can I? Can I double on that?
No, not on 3 cards.
All right, just give me another.
11.
Card.
16.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck. All right, hold on. Now I have to think about this. God,
All right.
this is just.
Mike is showing 5, 4, 2, and 5 for a total of 16.
All right, dealer with a 16
And the dealer showing the
showing
10
a
of
10.
clubs.
I am the play is that I'm supposed to take a card. Mm-hmm. So I will take a card.
All
on
right.
16. Let's see what
16
happens.
and
And you're
8
over.
is 24.
Yeah, fantastic. It's going well.
But Mike, you
This is
played it
going
like
really
Hoyle
well.
would want you to. You,
right,
did,
by the
you
way,
did it right.
I've
I'll
got
stay
18.
on 18. I'll
First to
stay on
10
18.
wins. First to 10 wins.
Okay.
All right.
And
Dealer
I've got
shows 16.
And I'm
And
bust.
bust.
Rob well on his way with a total of 4. Mike
Yes.
just watching.
Mike, the Joker
The
is
Joker's
still in
there.
play.
Yes.
All right, here we
that
go.
could bring me back. Oh, by the way,
Ace,
oh,
Mike, there's
all
an
right.
ace.
I'm
There
very
you go.
excited.
And a queen for
Very
Rob.
excited. Let's see what the dealer has.
Down
Dealer.
card for the dealer.
All right, I'm
Mike
ready.
with a 3
Yeah.
and an ace.
Yeah.
4 14.
Yeah.
Rob with 20.
Yes,
Dealer
sir.
showing 5.
Yeah. What to do on a 3? Well, I'm playing against the dealer. 3 or 13. Give me a card, please. Thank you.
There's 4 or 14. That is
That's-
now
I
you
am.
have 13.
This is
13.
All right. Well, I have to stay.
Okay, Mike stays on 13. I'll
right.
stay on 20. Dealer has a 5.
Dealer has
and
11.
a 6. It's 11.
21.
And 21. Nobody gets a point.
Nobody gets points.
That's it. All right. Rob has a total of 4. Mike just watching. Let's see. When's the shuffle come, Rob? We have a shuffle. We're due a shuffle, aren't we?
Yeah, do a shuffle if you would, Josh.
All right.
Do the shuffle.
But what's beautiful about this, Mike, is at any time that Joker is a game changer because we're only playing to 10 points, and the Joker is worth 10 just by showing its head. And as Jack Barry would say, Joker, famous European cities.
Okay, now let me point out before he
Yeah.
deals here
Yeah.
that the Mike O'Mara Show playing cards available now. You see our pretty little faces on there, and only to bonus show subscribers until
Exactly.
When does everybody get a Monday? Is that
we'll announce this on Monday's show.
a Monday show?
as
So
well.
you've got the whole weekend
Yeah.
to get your playing cards, and I don't think I've ever told people not to sell them out. Please don't sell them out. That would really piss people off. But we'll make
No,
more if we
sell
have
them
to.
out. We'll make more.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think we need to do something like this for the portal and stuff to get listeners
Okay.
involved.
All right. Very good.
All right,
And then
all right.
that's when we will be playing for listeners as well.
Right,
When we do that. All right. I'm ready.
Well,
Here we
with
go.
listeners.
First person. Rob has 4. First to 10 wins between Rob and me. Let's see.
Right
what
on.
happens.
Mike
Another
showing a 7 of
stellar fucking
spades,
card.
a 10 of spades for Rob, dealer card down. Mike with a 2 showing 9,
All right.
Rob showing 17, dealer.
All right, Mike, you got 9.
You have
All right,
to
did
show your
put-
up card,
You put
dealer.
your other card. Put your up card.
That would help.
Come on.
9 for the dealer.
9.
Dealer shows 9.
I'll take
you
a
have
card.
9.
I'll take a card.
Mike hits to 9 with an ace, 20.
Very good. I'll hold on that. I'll stick
Okay,
on that
Mike
one.
stays on 20. I'll stay on 17. Don't like to, but will.
13 for me.
13
I bust.
and a jack. He busts. Point for each of
Fantastic.
us.
Oh, that's great. So Rob now with a commanding lead.
I think
of,
Rob's got
5. No,
It's
now he's
five.
got 5.
Oh,
now he's
5,
got
all right.
5.
Yeah, because we got because
and
I
Mike's
split,
got 1.
remember? Or
Yeah,
double.
the
That's
only
your first
thing-
point, right, Mike?
Right, exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And we'll do 2 rounds of this. All right.
All right.
We'll do 2 rounds first to 10. All right. Let's do it because that way, if somebody does get the 10 and wins, we can move along and go right to the second round.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Is that all right?
So this is like the blackjack tournament. Mike shows a 3. Rob pulls a 3. Down card for the dealer. Mike has a 3 and a 5 for 8. 3 and 3, 6
Oh.
for Rob.
All right,
And
so
dealer's
your
up
up
card
card.
is
Don't forget that up card.
a 4.
All right. Let's
All right,
see.
so Mike, you got 8.
I will take a hit.
18.
18.
I'll stick.
All right, Rob, you got 2 3s.
I'll split those 3s.
Oh, very, very daring.
Yes.
Very daring.
3 and 6 is 9. I will hit to the 9 for a total of 17. That's good. 13, I will hit to the 13. 16, I'll stay on 16. Dealer shows 4 and
Dealer's got
9.
13.
13, big card, please. 19.
19.
Okay, so a tie, a push for me, and a loss for Mike. So nobody gets a point.
Okay. That was a lot of dealing that we had right there. And all right, and we're ready again. Here we go.
Mike shows a
another,
4.
Another fantastic
Queen
fucking
for
card.
Rob, down card. Mike shows 14.
Yeah!
Rob shows 20.
Yeah!
And the dealer shows 5. Mike, you have 14.
I'll stick.
Mike sticks to 14. I will stick with 20. Dealer shows.
Ah, the Joker.
The
So it's
Joker. You
going
got to
back
bury
in.
and take another
That's the
card.
third time. That's the second time he's gotten the Joker.
All right, I got 9.
9. Dealer shows 9. 11.
11.
Here it comes.
21.
21. Everybody loses.
Everybody
Yay.
loses. Rob still with 5, Mike with 1 as we continue. Maybe we won't go to a second round if it goes like this.
This is the first 2-hour bonus show. Mike 5, Rob 6. Down card for the dealer. Mike showing 7.
No, Mike's not showing 7. I don't know how to deal.
That's okay. You're doing great.
Okay,
You're
Mike
doing great.
shows 15.
Yeah, you're doing great. But no, you're
Rob
not.
7 or
without you.
17, and the
I'm
dealer's
not.
showing a 2.
I will. No, you shouldn't stick on. I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna take a card.
Okay, hitting to 15, 16.
Yeah.
An ace.
Thank you. I'll
use of the
fucking
ace.
stick on that. And let's see what Rob's gonna do.
I show 17. I will stick.
You'll stick. All right. Very good.
Dealer has 2 and 9.
9.
That's
14.
14.
Over.
Over 22. Everybody wins.
Rob gets another point, getting 6. I have 2. First to 10 wins our blackjack tournament.
And the
ladies
Joker.
gentlemen.
Oh, Mike
Oh,
has
there
a
you
Joker.
go.
10 points. I have won the first round.
Oh, Mike.
I have won the first round. That's the end of the first round. Boo! Yes, great. Rob, here's the question for you.
Yes.
Do we in the second round, do we remove the Joker from the hand or do we keep it in there?
I say we keep it.
Keep it in there. All right, keep it
Yeah,
in
bury
there.
it, shuffle and bury it, Josh.
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
I
and
will
Mike,
put a little
once
star.
again,
Yes.
welcome to the Tangiers.
Very exciting at the Tangiers. A lot of holes.
Lot of holes in the desert. All right, hit me. Why don't you take that card and shove it right up your ass? I'll be doing the Joe Pesci voice for the rest of the gambling.
So these cards are available to bonus show subscribers if you go to your bonus page at michaelmarashow.com.
You
They
made me
are
pop
gorgeous.
your eye out for Charlie M.
Charlie M.
Charlie M.
Custom cards, beautiful decks, casino quality. The box is a custom box with artwork on each side.
Great
These
job
make a
by
great
Josh
gift.
with the blackjack table we have here.
Yes,
There it is.
And the images are, I guess, you don't have an upside down on the card. They go both ways. So we are
Very
ready
exciting.
to deal. All right,
All right, here we go.
Round 2.
Mike's
round
up.
2.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike shows a 5. Rob with a 7. And the dealer has a down card. Mike showing 7. Rob 13. And the up card is a 2 for the dealer. Mike, he shows 7.
I'll take a card.
He'll hit. That is
15.
15.
I'll
Against the
stick
2.
on that.
All right, I will take a.
shouldn't.
All right, Rob's got 13.
I'll take 1 hit, please. 13,
You got
16.
16.
I'll stick with 16, please.
All right,
Dealer
dealer's
has
got 5,
5,
6 or 16.
16, and he busts.
All right. That's a point for both of us.
I don't bust.
No, you don't bust. I'm
That's
sorry.
16.
That
Oh,
is 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Now I
you
bust.
That's
All right, you each got a point.
Point
I'll
for both.
take it.
Sorry about it. I was jumping the gun there. Both. All right, a little more even this time around. Let's see.
And the
by
Joker
way,
is still in
that's,
play.
Look for the new book that Rob and I are coming out with. It's called Wussy Blackjack. That's the way we play.
Mike shows a 3 and a 9 for 12.
Yeah,
I have
12.
a 9 and a 10 for 19. Dealer shows a 7. Mike,
Hit
12
me.
against a 7.
Hit me, Soroka. Yeah.
There
And
you
that's
go.
a bust. I will
a
stay
bust.
with 19, thank you.
All right.
All right.
And dealer,
Dealer's got 16, 20.
on 20.
Oh,
Nobody
nobody wins.
wins.
Nobody
You didn't play that
wins.
like a pussy, though, Mike. You played
Boy, I
that
will tell
gutsy.
you, this is really, really like the way
Jack-
it works in the casino.
Jack for Mike, ace for Rob, and Mike with a 20, 2 jacks. Rob with an ace and a blackjack.
Blackjack.
And dealer shows a 6.
So, Rob, you already get the point, right? Because
Right,
you have
right
the
on.
blackjack, so that's another point for Rob, and now I
Yep.
have to
An
wait
ace,
and
queen,
see
blackjack?
what Mr. Soroka does with
Oh,
his
so you
six.
stick with 20.
You're going to stick with 20 or you're going to split?
Ooh!
Don't split
No, I'm not
tens.
going to split. No, you don't split
tens.
Thank you.
Okay, 6
And I got
and the
the
Joker.
Joker.
Oh,
Okay.
there's another Joker.
Okay.
So I got 16.
16 and
And I
23. Everybody wins, Mike.
All
Everybody.
right, that's so that's 2 points for Rob, 2 points for Mike. Much closer around here. The Joker
the
is now.
Joker
don't
is-
put it back in. It is now out of the deck.
All right.
Oh,
unless,
okay.
unless Rob, do you want to keep it in? Because it's you. I won the first round, so it's your call.
I would say
whether
put
we
it
put
in
the Joker
put
back
it in when we reshuffle. Put it
Okay,
in
when we
All right.
reshuffle, put it back in. All right.
Welcome to the Tangiers. Mike with a 5, Rob with a queen, and Mike has 13, Rob has 15. Dealer shows 4. Mike, I used to like Josh a lot more.
I'm going
you're
to,
showing 13.
I'm going to stand on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay on 15 as well.
All right.
And dealer has
Dealer has
4 and 3
7.
is 7.
11,
11,
12. Bust.
and 22.
There we go.
That's
you
it.
each got a
Everybody
point.
wins.
We're doing
Everybody
well.
wins.
We're doing well here. 3 points each.
All
Very
right, one more
exciting.
hand, then we'll get the Joker in and shuffle.
Awesome. I love it. The Joker in play. 8 for Mike, 6 for Rob. Mike has an 8 and a 5 for 13, 6 and a 2 for 8, and the dealer shows a 10. Mike, 13
All right,
to you.
13, Mike.
I will take a hit.
Mike,
And you'll bust.
and he'll bust.
All right.
23.
Good night, nurse. 8, I
damn
will
it.
take a hit to 8. 18, I
18.
will stay.
All right.
Showing a
and
10
I've
and a
got
4
14,
for 14.
and I bust.
And he busts. Rob.
Rob is taking the lead with 4 points to my 3. And
But that's
we're
all right
chugging along.
because the
By way,
Joker's now coming back in.
Oh,
all
it's
right,
exciting, isn't it?
It's shuffled.
He puts it in like he's cutting the deck.
It's shuffle time. Shuffle time, everybody. By the way, and incidentally, with this competition, whoever gets to 10 first, either Rob or Mike, receives an all-expense-paid trip to Costco. The Costco warehouse store, now providing you with free snacks in 2 of the 50 aisles.
Mike, also $4 credit at the food court. Get
Hey.
yourself a churro.
Try this new probiotic drink flavored with orange or whatever the fuck they sell.
Take 10 milliliters of it in
All
a
right,
white
here we
paper
go.
cup.
All right,
Here we go.
dealing to
Back
Mike.
up. Mike's up with an 8. Rob's got a 7. Dealer down. Mike's got a 7. You got 15. 17 for Rob with a queen.
Yes.
And I've
Dealer
got a
shows
5.
a 5.
I'll stick.
All right. I will stick with 17.
All right, so we got
Dealer
15 and 17.
shows
Dealer's
8,
got 8.
12,
12. 21.
21.
Jeez.
That's fun.
Louise. Wow.
Can you believe
He's
we
hot.
flew all the way out here for this?
This is great, though. I loved it. I love
love
the
it,
green
too.
table, too. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful
All right.
thing.
Mike shows a 6. Rob shows a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike gets a 6 and a 3 for 9. Rob showing 6 against a 5 from the dealer. Mike,
All right,
9.
here we go. I need to catch up to Rob, who's got 4, and I've got 3. I'm going to double on this.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I'm
So
doubling
you got
on my
9.
9.
Doubling
Yeah.
down on 9.
Double down on 9. Yes!
20. Good job. I'll take a hit to 6, please.
16.
I'll stay on 16. Dealer has 5 and
Dealer has 8.
8.
16. 17.
Yeah!
So
Yeah.
Mike wins and
That's-
I don't, and Mike gets
I
2
win
on
2.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike gets
All right.
2 points. Rob
I
has
have
0.
taken the lead. It's 5-4 in favor of Mr. O'Mara.
Mike
We're-
gets
we're-
2.
But do we ever really get to 10 before that Joker shows up?
Yes, that's true.
So it's
It could happen
anyone's
to either
game.
one
He's
of us.
building suspense.
Yeah. This is fun. I'm totally
Mike
losing my
shows a
concentration
7,
on the show.
2, and Mike has 15. Rob
course I
has
have
12.
And I got the Joker. It's going. I'm going to
That's
put the
it.
Joker back in.
He
You're gonna put the
reburies
Joker
it.
back in. Okay, very good.
And
all right, let me see.
Dealer's
what
up
do you
card
have.
is
A jack.
So
I'll take a
10.
hit.
So
I'll take a hit on this one.
All right,
Mike
so
hits to
15, you're busted.
25.
Yeah.
Rob, you
I
got
will.
12.
I will stick on 12.
Oh, wimp.
And I got 19.
There you
No
go.
points.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, all right, it's still 5-4. We're chugging along, ladies and gentlemen. And by
Come
the way,
on, Mike.
yes,
Don't play wimpy. Mike says
the
14.
Mike O'Mara Show playing cards available in the bonus show. Click the bonus show on the MikeO'MaraShow.com website.
All right.
All right,
Dealer is showing
14.
9. Mike has 14.
I'll take a hit with these fantastic cards.
And you'll bust.
24.
There it is. Goodbye.
All right,
Irene.
Rob, you got 13.
Show me a good card. I'll take a hit.
And you're up.
Oh.
Another case.
And I got
Nobody
19.
points.
No 1-1.
In any other case, Mike, a king would be a good card.
Yes, I understand.
fine.
Not in that particular time.
No, Mike gets
still
a 4.
5-4. God, what is the
Rob
4?
Queen.
Stop giving me 4s.
5 or 15. Rob with 20. Dealer shows 10.
I'll take a hit. God damn it. 15.
Mike. 21.
21.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm happy
I'll
now.
stick with 20.
All right.
Let me see.
You're fickle, Mike.
And
Yeah,
Dealer's got 20.
Beat
All right.
both
So
of you.
point for Mike.
Mike
I beat
wins,
both
and
of
I
you.
have a push.
All right, so it's 6-4.
Yep.
I only need 4 more points.
All
to
I need
win.
is a joker. Mike shows a 2. Rob shows a 3. Down. Mike showing 4. Rob showing 12. And the dealer shows 10.
I'm not going to split or do anything stupid like that. I will take a card.
Mike hits to 4 and
You got
has
10?
10.
Hit me again.
17.
And 17.
I'll stick on the 17.
All right, Rob, you got 12.
Why is that so amusing? Why is that so amusing that I got 17?
I was thinking of something funny. I'm showing 12. I'll take a hit.
And you're out.
Ah!
All right, let's
Dealer
see
All
what
shows
he's
right,
got.
10.
Dealer has 16.
Bust.
Bust.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
7.
That's-
3 more points.
That's how you play gambling, Mike. Las Vegas style gambling.
Gambling. All right.
Charlie M.
And there's the Joker.
No!
And there it is. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Get your Mike O'Mara show cards and play bullshit blackjack with Mike O'Mara.
I won dirty. I won
Yes,
dirty.
thanks for coming to
and
the Tangiers.
Thank you so very, very much.
But that's a rule you made a la me that benefited you. So I wish you would somehow,
He's digging me there, Josh. He's digging at me there. There he is.
somehow, open up your eyes to the fun of rules.
Rob, the whole thing is that we're selling these wonderful, delightful
I couldn't be more
Julia
excited.
Spivak design playing cards that are available for you to eat. And you'll enjoy them. And fantastic. This is going to bring back card playing to the United States.
Mike, some would say card playing is back, and you need to be ahead of it. Robert and his friends, they meet for poker once a week. This is
Really?
a big deal. Yes.
I look forward to being invited to a poker game, and the next time I'm going to bring these fabulous playing cards to that. What are we looking at? Oh,
That's the graphic, so you can buy them, yes?
Very good. Did you
Yeah,
want
this
that
is
to
the-
go up or not?
Yeah, well, here's the website and you can see if you log into the bonus shows, right below that, right above your video is where you can click to buy.
Very
Right
clear.
there.
Easy
Okay,
to
I
do.
see it.
And
Fantastic.
you can also see that we now have all of 2024 bonus shows available for our bonus show subscribers.
And the
more to
archive
come,
is
right?
there for all subscribers to grab. And look, Mr. Soroka is and Carla and Rob and everybody. We've got things hitting on all 8 right now. Really, really trying to give value added and make it fun for you guys. And I just can't thank the guys enough for making all this work for us. So thank them
And
yourselves
remember-
by getting a set of cards today. We
And
appreciate
bonus listeners, remember that this Thursday is the TMOS Portal Show.
Yes.
And all you have to do is watch the video live. We'll come on air at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. on the West. And you'll see an instruction there how you can actually, as they say on Three's Company, Mike, come and knock on our door.
We will. I'll talk to Carla and Josh. We have a meeting this afternoon, as a matter of fact, and
I'll
we
be
will
there.
figure out and Rob will be there as well. Yes, don't be sensitive. And we will be determining what the stakes will be. Not money, of course, but we will probably try to offer something up if we can for people that were. The next time you're going to see that table, that blackjack table, will be the Thursday afternoon Portal show where people will be calling in. We'll be playing some blackjack with listeners as well, and Rob and I will be doing the same thing we just did. Only each time we play, we'll be playing for a particular listener. So,
Mike, you
we'll figure that
just
out,
said
all
about
the
we're going to
details.
determine what the stakes are. Did you realize when you mentioned the griddle how you would light up social media?
I did not realize that at all. As far as when I was talking about the Blackstone, the Magnificent, that I was
It's not just you that's been checking these things
A
out.
lot of people have, and I looked at one for Weber, and it ain't cheap. But there are other ones that are made by, there are standard sizes, of course. You can search them by sizes, and lots of people make them. And what I saw that I loved was, I forget the brand, it was exactly half the size of my grill top. So you
Now
could have
you're
a
talking
grill on
about
half
the
of it.
griddles that you put on your existing
Yeah,
grill.
you can put on your existing grill. Mike called it a cop-out, but I did some research yesterday. People love it. And think of that. You're getting, Mike, it's 2 for 1. Griddle and a grill.
What is the name of the brand for the griddle? The popular
Blackstone.
one. Blackstone. Blackstone. Yes.
They'll make your cooking worries disappear.
Not that I've seen it a few times.
Blackstone. Pick a card. Any card. By the way, I'm wearing my Russian watch today. For those of you that have
That's
called
why
me
you won, because you cheated with your Russian watch. It's full of poison.
Watch. My traitor. It's so cheap, but it's so much fun to wear. So getting back to the Blackstone, I found, speaking of cheap, I found the Blackstone not to be wonderful by
felt
looking at the
flimsy
build.
to you, or?
It felt a little like it was just thrown together a wee bit. You know what I mean?
Well,
I like
That could be one of two things, though. That could be assembled at Costco by
You're
people
absolutely
that
right.
don't care.
It could be, and that's the only time I've seen them is when I've gone in there to see that. But the idea of the whole griddle thing is still intriguing to me. There was another thing. See, when I start looking at griddles, all these food videos pop up that I've been watching recently, and Carla gave me a "that's disgusting" when I discussed this with her. But,
Why?
Well, because if you watch a lot of food videos, as I do online,
Sure.
you will occasionally get what I call the pre-mixed bad-for-you food that's made by sloppy American cooks. All right, and let me explain what this is. So,
I'm so with you.
if you want to load up with sugar and preservatives,
Right.
These people are for you. And this is the way they say: you take your crock pot, your slow cooker.
I hate
you
slow
empty
cooker
out
recipes.
because it's so gross. It's
It
so
is
bad.
disgusting.
It's so bad for you, but I would eat it. I would eat it. So you take a can of peaches and syrup, and you open up. You open up the can of peaches, pour the peaches. It's so lazy and so disgusting. You pour the can of peaches in. Then you take a Betty Crocker cake mix, vanilla cake mix,
Oh, God, I've seen it.
and you dump the entire box of the vanilla cake mix into the crock pot. Then, because you want to add to the health benefits of this, because the syrup, sugar, and the preservative cake mix, you put individual pads of butter covering the top of the cake mix,
Yes.
topped with cinnamon, and then because you're not getting enough sugar here, a little added brown sugar to the top. Cook it for 2 or 3 hours, scoop it out, and of course, serve it with vanilla ice.
Mike, I've seen a similar one, but it's missing a key ingredient. Is after the butter, you pour in a can of Sprite.
Oh my God! Or condensed milk.
Oh, they love condensed milk. They
Condensed
love
milk
it.
is like sugar milk. That's what it is. It's
but
delicious.
I understand the value of a crock pot, but they really are the most disgusting objects.
I think if you put like a roast in there, it's fine. But
or a stew.
or a
Yeah.
stew,
A
you cook
dessert
it all
sounds
day.
horrible.
Yeah.
It might to you, but I'd eat it.
I've seen
I'd go
also
for it.
people that load up their crock pot before bed to make oatmeal. And I
Right.
don't like the look of that because it looks suspect to me. The best use for a crock pot, Mike, you're a foodie, you'll appreciate this. A crock pot on low will keep your mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving or Christmas warm and servable for
Thank you,
10
Wendy.
hours.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's perfect. It's perfect. And you know what?
Gail, I appreciate that.
Well, Betty, the thing is the last thing you want to be doing when it comes time for service is mashing potatoes.
Service.
Yes, you want to have service.
You know, this is not a man that's hosting the Mike O'Mara show. This is a Southern housewife that should be wearing a pretty dress, a pretty sundress.
I have an apron, but it's not pretty. It's very masculine.
I'm very excited for service. We're having the Clarence Washingtons are coming over. We're having a fantastic time.
The secret to these mashed potatoes is using fresh ground white pepper, so you don't see the flecks of the black pepper in the
Be sweet. Leave them in the crock pot all day long, right there. That's
Mike,
great.
I apologize for grabbing the reins, but we did tease something, not a proper flip side,
Right.
but in the last moments, we wanted to talk a little Howard Cosell.
Okay.
We did tease it yesterday, and of course, you all know sportscaster Howard Cosell.
Is
Perhaps
this the one from Franklin Field?
Yeah, I have a couple, and actually we'll close with that. But this is probably his most famous call. You'll remember this. January 22nd, 1973.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
So it was so weird that he was a sportscaster that turned into a media guy. He got TV shows, guest spots on variety shows. He was a really big deal in the 70s. As loved as he was hated, right?
One of the great traditions in American broadcasting is the educated, articulate sportscaster. In the mold of Cosell was one. Bob Costas is another. Jack Whitaker would fall into that category as well. And I love these guys because they were just really great at explaining the world of sports. Howard Cosell, no one would have said put Don Meredith, a former running back for the New York Giants who was a really good play-by-play straight man, if you will.
Yes.
With Don Meredith, who was as slicky boy, a football legend from the Dallas Cowboys as you would get, and then throw in the wild card, Howard Cosell, and that became one of the turning points in the success of the NFL in the United States.
I agree.
When you had Don Meredith, Frank Gifford, and Howard Cosell in the broadcast booth. Absolutely amazing. Howard Cosell, a larger-than-life personality, known for almost as much for his curmudgeoniness as he was for his broadcast exploits.
Well, and that took it to the TV product that we have today, which is football is the number one show every year.
And the three-man booth, which is, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it.
Remember, they tried to recapture the magic when they put Rush Limbaugh on Monday Night Football. They thought they were going to reinvent it, and they couldn't.
Yep.
One weird thing, if you're a Beatles fan like me, and this is very fun, is that Howard Cosell had two great associations, one very sad, with John Lennon. And the first one goes back to, I think, like 1971, where there were celebrities at the football game and they tried to bring them in for halftime.
Right.
And there was an athlete of some sort, and then John Lennon was at the football game, and they wanted to know how to handle it. Legendarily said, Cosell turned to Gifford and said, Giff, you take the athlete, I'll take the Beatle.
Now I've got a most familiar figure and face for all of you across the country here with me now. Of the original Beatles, Mr. John Lennon.
Hello,
John, nice to see you, John.
Nice
Want
to
to
be
move
here.
that up just a little closer.
How are you?
What's been your view of this American professional football scene?
It's an amazing event and sight. It makes rock concerts look like tea parties. But I must say, the first thing I heard when I got in was I'm playing a Beatles tune yesterday, which cheered me up no end. I've been trying to follow the game, but I couldn't understand why half the team was off and half the team was on.
Well, we can't explain that to you now, but what's your general impression of the game as compared with A, rugby, and B, soccer football?
It's nothing like soccer, but I can see a very close relationship to rugby football, which has the same shaped ball and they move 15 yards down the line at a time. But I can see the game here has changed completely from that. But it's very similar in its aspects. The goals are the same. They have points the same. They have to get a touchdown the same. But they don't have the scrum here, where both teams really punch each other, you know?
Well, we have our own kind of scrum, as we've been showing with defensive end Freddie Dreyer, number 89 of the Rams all night. Will the Beatles ever reunite?
You never know. You never know. I mean, it's always in the wind. If it looked like this, it might be worth doing, right?
You did just spend the weekend with Ringo.
Yeah, and I promised him I'd mention his album out now, and I said I wouldn't mention my own, which is out now too. Forget it.
Thank you very much,
It's been
John.
a pleasure.
I have to tell you.
Well, maybe we'll get to talk to you later in this.
Isn't that great?
Ever since I've heard that tape replayed, that makes me so overwhelmingly sad when I hear that. When you hear the post-Beatle John Lennon and how full of life and
Fun.
and how fun he was, and just he was there having a great time. I mean, I know it's a million years ago, but I still look back.
Yeah.
Imagine one of my all-time favorite sad songs in the world, and I will. I hear that, and I just feel the same way every time. It was just such a great moment, and his interview in its simplicity again.
It's beautiful.
Once again, getting back to simplicity being the key to food, to broadcasting, to everything. Just transitioning. Will you get back together? The standard little thing. And
you did spend the weekend with Ringo.
Oh God, I love that. Absolutely.
And then also, I think a lot of people found out about John Lennon's end while they were watching Monday Night Football.
I don't care what's on the line, Howard. You have got to say what we know in the booth.
Yes, we have to say it. Remember, this is just a football game, no matter who wins or loses. An unspeakable tragedy confirmed to us by ABC News in New York City. John Lennon, outside of his apartment building on the west side of New York City, the most famous perhaps of all of the Beatles, shot twice in the back, rushed to Roosevelt Hospital, dead on arrival. Hard to go back to the game after that news flash, which in duty bound we had to take. Frank?
Indeed it is.
That was December 8th, 1980 that happened.
Wow.
And I think a lot of people remember that moment. Let's close on something a little brighter, Mike.
This is a little brighter, but it's not bright. It's sluggish and alcohol-laden. This is
It's
one
fun.
of the great...
It's more fun than the death of a Beatle.
It's more
bro.
fun than the death of a Beatle, and I'm going to tell you something. This was Howard. The way the story goes, I've read a lot about this, is that they were behind the scenes trying to keep warm because it was a
freezing.
cold night in Philadelphia, and they were leading up to the game, and apparently Howard was a little overserved at this particular moment, and, it's one of the great drunk broadcasting moments of all time.
1970.
In 1970, we were doing a game in Franklin Field, Philadelphia.
A bitter cold night. The Giants, with a victory against the Eagles tonight, could reduce the edge to a half a game. And
When we got on the air, it became apparent that Howard was having some problems. He started to slur some words.
suddenly,
By the time we got to halftime, his slurring had become fairly severe.
I'm not on camera now. We're in Philadelphia at Franklin Field. The score, the New York Football Giants 13, the Philadelphia Eagles 9. And now
Howard's wife, Emmy, called me during the telecast, and she said, Jimmy, you listening to the game? I said, yeah. And she said, Howard doesn't sound right. So I called the truck, and I talked to our producer, and I said, Howard okay? And he said, Jim, Howard's had too much to drink.
Franklin Field, Philadelphia, 13-9 Giants, halftime score. Tough game. Don Meredith, key points.
Oh, I think a couple of fumbles, Howard.
He had the good sense to realize he better get off the air, and he left at halftime.
In case some of you fans are wondering what's happened to my friend and cohort, Howard Cosell, Howard has been sick this week.
Meredith had one of his great lines. He said, yeah, how about that? He got sick all over my boots.
Howard always said for years after that it was an ear infection, that he'd gone to the doctor, that he had ear problems. I can't doubt that. I can only go by what other people are saying.
Mike, it was an ear infection.
Philadelphia. Sorry, Don. I barfed on your boots.
John Meredith.
Hey, great job, Josh, with the setting the blackjack game up today. That was a lot of fun, and we'll revisit that later next week on the Thursday Portal Show. It starts at, is it 4 p.m. Eastern?
4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. on the West Coast.
Now, bonus show subscribers, you get first dibs on them, please. Buy. Get these. That's how we support the show, by selling these wonderful things.
What are you, an NSYNC?
Julia, bye. Julia Spiewak designed playing cards. All in the family right here.
Gorgeous.
And they're lovely. And
So proud of her.
I look like, who's that guy from Batman again?
Victor Buono.
Victor Buono.
He was
You wanna
also,
see
Mike, you can see him in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Very exciting. For Josh Soroka and Rob Spiewak and all of you beautiful Bonus Show subscribers, pass the word. Mike O'Mara saying have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back Monday with a brand new episode. So long, everybody.
We love you.
Thanks for listening to our TMOS Bonus Show. If you're hearing me right now, you are the backbone of TMOS Nation, and we love you for it. Remember, you can also grab the Bonus Show on Apple Podcasts, just one click on your phone, and you get the content. Nice. So, no matter how you got it, thanks for getting it. We appreciate you.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
We think of Rob as good Rob and bad Rob.